Another really important thing to talk about is just, when do we stop dreaming and stop craving something better in our lives? Like, when does that shift? And if you've ever read any book by a coach, they're always talking about this vision board and creating something that takes you from here to this next level. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't know the last time that I've had this really huge dream. And maybe it's because of the place I am in my life, where I've, had a gazillion careers. I've, met my soulmate. I've have kids. I've done all of these different things. And now I'm like in this somewhat of a hibernation place. So I've just stopped dreaming somewhat. And recently I walked into my daughter's room, Emma, and we were hanging behind her door. She has this sign, and it's her bucket list. And this light bulb went off in my head where I'm like, oh my gosh, I can make a bucket list a mile long. But when I think about this big concept of dream or dreaming, I get stuck almost. And it made me realize that we get to this place in our lives, and I'm going to circle back to even just doing more of the little things that make you happy. So keep that concept in the back of your head. But it comes down to doing all of these little things on a regular basis, where we've been told all of these years that everything has to be so big, and grandiose, and everything has to be this, I want to do this amazing thing, travel around Europe for 6 months, do all this stuff, where it's like, the reality, just learning from my daughter, is that she has a list of 55 things that she wants to do her 10th grade year. And that left me thinking, and that also encouraged a conversation with my husband of just, what do we want to be doing? What are these bucket list items that we want to be checking off on our schedule? Or not off our schedule, but checking off in our life in the next year. And it brought such an interesting shift in thinking for me, instead of being like, does everything have to be big? It was just interesting, like looking at my daughter's, bucket list. I'm like, these are the little things. This is how we get to our sweet spot, is it's these bucket list items that we check off, or these bucket list things that we get to do on a daily basis. So for her, it was stuff as simple as learning how to put on magnetic eyelashes. That's not going out and doing something huge, and that's something that would bring her joy in a matter of like 5 minutes. So it brought to light some things for me, where just how important it is to just embrace some of these simple things and not push ourselves out to try and, live a life that maybe it's just not fitting into what we want.